The Individual Resident Investor Tax Incentive is a superb way to save on capital gains tax while enjoying the Caribbean island life. But you need to become a bona fide resident of Puerto Rico to enjoy the benefits of the tax exemption. In this video, we take a look at the requirements to become a bona fide Puerto Rican resident. There are 3 IRS tests an individual needs to meet to be considered a bona fide resident of Puerto Rico: the presence test, the tax home test, and the closer connections test. There are several ways to satisfy the presence test, but the main one is for you to be physically present in Puerto Rico for at least 183 days of the tax year. Other ways to satisfy the presence test are by being present in the United States for no more than 90 days during the tax year, by not having earned income in the United States of more than $3,000, or by having no significant connection to the United States during the tax year. There are certain exceptions to the presence test, such as if you are a full-time student in the U.S. or are forced to evacuate Puerto Rico due to a disaster. To satisfy the tax home test, you must make Puerto Rico your tax home for the entire year. Your tax home is where your regular or main place of employment is located, so your primary office must be in Puerto Rico. If you do not have a normal office, your tax home is where you live. To satisfy the closer connections test, you must have a closer connection to Puerto Rico than any other location. If you are audited, your connections to Puerto Rico will be compared to your connections in the United States and foreign countries. Therefore, you should make Puerto Rico your primary place of residence. Move your family and personal belongings there, open a Puerto Rican bank account, establish ties with social, political, religious, or cultural organizations in your Puerto Rican community, register to vote in Puerto Rico, obtain a Puerto Rican driver's license, and designate Puerto Rico as your country of residence on forms. Passing all 3 of these tests requires some effort, but it's worth it to enjoy the tax exemptions and tropical life in Puerto Rico. Let us help you make Puerto Rico your bona fide home.